All the small things. Hello everyone, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the new All Time Low album titled Last Young Renegade. All Time Low are a pop rock, pop punk band residing from Baltimore, Maryland in the US, and I've got to be honest, I absolutely love these guys. Back in school, I do think it was kind of like being surrounded by the types of people that also loved them, which made me love them more because it was kind of like a bonding thing with my friends, and it was like we all loved them, so it became like a bit of a thing in our group. But as I left school, I kind of lost interest in them. They kind of got a little bit more boring to me. Their music wasn't as fun anymore, and I kind of grew a bit older and didn't really enjoy that kind of music, and my tastes changed, just like it happens with everyone who leaves school. But the thing is about All Time Low is that it's quite clear that their main target demographic is for people in school, like the 14, 15, 16 year olds that love this style of music. And it's sort of like them being a boy band, they appeal to that same genre and that same audience, I think, except you wouldn't really typically classify All Time Low as a boy band. As much as my tastes did change though, it's quite clear to see that some of their really early stuff was really just fun party pop music that I think anyone could enjoy if you're just kind of there with your friends and you just want a bit of a fun time and want some fun music to play in the background. But now it's like, even though I don't enjoy that anymore, it's like wondering where they've gone because it's just all so dry now. It's quite clear to see that they're attempting to step away from that early sound and be a bit more mature, but lyrically nothing has changed, and somehow they've got even worse in that department. This album is just flooded with cliched lyrics. It's just kind of like laughable at points to think that they wrote these lyrics. But it's a bit weird because the album starts off with a decent track. It's not like that fantastic or anything. It's okay, it's passable, I can listen to it, it's fine. I'm not offended by it. But then we suddenly go into the track Drugs and Candy, and oh my god, the lyrics on here, you and me are like drugs and candy. Oh man, the metaphors on this song are just horrific. The sweetness of you on my tongue, I breathed you in, you filled my lungs. Like, what the fuck is this? Now, if the instrumentation was a bit more exciting, then there's a chance that these lyrics could have been a bit more excusable, but I'm not even sure if they would have, because it's just ruined by how boring these songs sound. I mean, Dirty Laundry is this moody type of song which sort of picks it up on the chorus, but it still isn't that great. Especially with the line, Dirty Laundry is piling in her room, she's got her secrets, yeah, I've got mine too. We just don't need this trash, okay? I mean, no. The track Good Times goes for this outdated percussion heavy track. There's barely a melody to this song at all, and to say it's a song that's supposed to be reminiscing those good times, it just doesn't even sound like a single person on this song is having a good time. Like, speed it up a bit, make it more exciting. This is just so boring. And although I've said that their songs typically target like the teenage crowd, and obviously I'm not part of that target audience, but which is understandable, but nightmares, I mean, I know anyone can have nightmares at any point in their life, no matter what age they are, but this honestly sounds like it was written for an 8-year-old. He may as well have just started saying, oh, there are monsters under my bed, because like it's that childish of a song. On the song Life of the Party, the lead singer Alex Gascard attempts to do this falsetto, and it really just sounds terrible. Like, I don't even think, like, if I tried, I would probably sound as bad, because I just can't reach those notes either. But if I was a singer, then I'd at least know that I can't reach those notes, because he just attempts to go for it and he goes, in between, and it's just, oh my god, what are you doing? Dark Side of Your Room follows more of those really bad, unbearable lyrics that flood this album, and the line on the chorus, "I'm on the dark side of your room with the notches on your bedpost," which I have no idea what this is meant to be or mean. But when he says notches on your bedpost, it sounds like he's saying nachos on your bedpost. I think that would have been much more interesting if he'd said that, because at least nachos have way more flavour than any of the lyrics he could ever write. Now, like I've said, most of these lyrics appeal to that young crowd, but the ground control for me is just where it gets unbearable, because the chorus is like, "If you start floating away, I promise that you will be fine and have the universe on your side when you're out in space." And I just find this line to be really frustrating, because it's attempting to be some kind of uplifting anthem for the youth, but it's not necessarily always like as easy as having the universe on your side, because when things get tough, you don't have the universe on your side like they say. And maybe I'm just being a bit nitpicky here, but it's just really kind of unrealistic, and I just feel as though if they're going to appeal to that crowd, at least give a sense of realism for those people that are having like a really bad time. Because ultimately, I'm really shocked that this appeals to that age group anymore at all, to be honest, because there's just not much to the lyrics here at all, and it's really like scraping the bottom of the barrel in terms of how much you could relate to these lyrics. And I'm pretty sure, like teenagers are a bit more complex than some of these songs like to lead you to believe. But I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I'm 22 years old and clearly this isn't aimed at me. But even musically, there is just nothing going on this album. The instrumentation is hollow. It's pretty boring. I would give it an E. If you like this album, then keep listening to it, I guess. But let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and have a good day.